Dude, this podcast has seen me very broke.
We've been through like
Yeah.
a lot of stuff, and we still did like weekly episodes.
Very depressed. Dude, I've never done anything like in my life
for a year straight.
Yeah. Besides like jack off.
I've been doing that for about
I've been
like 25 years.
For a long time.
Warning. You're about to embark on an adventure of epic proportions. Buckle up, bucko. You're now tuned in to The Epic Show. With your hosts, Gabe and Dave. Coming to you live from the Epic Center.
1 year of being epic.
One full calendar Mayan year.
Full moon, full cycle of full Earth rotation.
Full cycle.
Well, the Earth doesn't really rotate.
No, it's
The hologram.
more just projects silver.
Don't get up here. No.
Oh,
no.
Silver.
If you guys are listening, there's a obese cat.
A very obese cat on the table
no, do
right
not
now.
step on the screen. That's a.
Dude, wait, she's actually doing a lot better.
Actually, very nimble.
Than we gave her credit for.
Yeah.
Because
I thought all this was going to come crumbling.
We said earlier if she got on the table, everything would crash. And Burn just push her down.
Yeah.
Yep. Just give her a little pat. Okay, and we're good.
We're good.
Fire.
Whoa. Yeah. It was one government lie ago that we started this.
What? The pandemic?
No, the Earth rotates.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
And I got some throwback snacks from their drafts.
These are our number one picks, our sodas
Cherry
from
Coke.
the draft, and I have a Pib Extra.
And then
That's to you, my friend.
I had to get the Chex Mix on deck.
The bagel chip. David's still
Did you know the bagel
boring
chip's
as
back?
shit.
A lot of
A
people
year
don't know
later.
that the bagel chip's actually back.
You
It's
know-
here to stay.
There's like this myth that's been going around for a long time, and it says you are the equivalent of
Your chips.
of-
You are what your chips.
Yeah, you are what the 5 most chips you eat.
Yeah, your 5 most eaten chips are.
I must not be in your 5 most eaten chips. We're 5 most eaten people.
Yeah. Oh, you're saying. So that's probably why that's not true then.
Because you're not epic like me.
Well,
You're epic in your own way.
in a non-epic
No
way.
one's gonna refute that.
There might be a couple of people that would like argue with you.
Like
on
who?
that.
Jacob Simmons?
Are they going up there?
Silver's trying her hand. She knows we're recording.
Yeah, they know.
She knows that we're
we
glued
can't-
to
we're
this.
blinded by lights. That we can't.
I got an eye on her. She's good.
Okay.
But wow, dude, for everyone who's been here every step of the way or bi-weekly every step of the way.
If you've been even from the first few episodes till now,
Dude,
there's no way.
our lives have changed so much
Since the year,
we
yeah.
started this.
Yeah. Wow.
I was thinking back to like literally a year ago today, I went to Walmart and I
we
drew
did the
that.
same thing. It sticks. It's just like
just stuck with it. Yeah.
I love the random like lowercase I when everything else is like capital. And just like the random lowercases in there.
Yep. For no reason, really.
Yeah, it's perfect.
But yeah, a year ago today, I went to Walmart and we did this. And dude, I never thought that we would grow this much or have this many videos that like took off or like gained as much traction as it, because I mean, we have like 80,000.
We did the math on that.
80,000 followers on TikTok
Yeah,
in 1 year to this day.
it's pretty good.
20,000 on YouTube.
Yeah, 21.
21,000. Yeah, we're over 100K. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
that's crazy to
Instagram.
me. It's like, I just remember how shitty the old house was
yeah.
and how,
Well, people didn't know from the camera's
No.
perspective how bad it was.
how that our set was literally like the entire room, and then behind it was just like ether.
Yeah.
Like it was just a unwalkable,
Just
unusable
trash.
place. Yeah,
Yeah.
just trash everywhere.
Trash and rats. I'm trying to think like how I've changed or how you've changed.
How I've changed? I think that my frontal lobe has officially fully developed.
Oh yeah, let's get a clap for that. Oh, that too.
That can go as well. And then it buffers. It buffers the. So
Mine's still.
I'm much more
buffering.
conscious about the decisions I make now.
Yeah, are you?
I'm more
kidding.
conscious. I think about it more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really all that's really changed for me. But
Yeah. So now I'm more conscious of.
I'm more
Where I'm
conscious
going.
of the bad decisions that I make. The bad
I
decisions
still make
are still
them, but
made.
I'm more known. I know more about it.
Yeah. I know more about the psychology that goes into it now. So
Well, yeah, mine's still. I still got another year of growing,
yeah.
but a lot of people say like,
You're kind of like an empty husk right now. That's how I
like-
felt.
yeah, I've always been. Well, you're a left brain or a right brain?
I don't know. How you know that?
Left brain's like the logical people. Right brain's like creative, musical, thespians.
I mean, I'd say I'm more creative, but I don't know.
Well, you're kind of a lot of left brain activity going on. Left brain people would be the type to like question the moon and stuff.
I'm more left brain then.
Yeah,
Wait, so left brain is more flat earthers?
I don't know about
By
flat
proxy.
earther, but more people who use logic. I guess I don't know. You're probably it's not real.
I'll have to take a quiz, I guess,
Yeah.
right?
Um,
And pay 99 cents for them to email me the results.
yeah. But yeah, we've gone from a new house, I mean, I was in a, yeah. Started off and right at the end of a relationship into
Yeah, new girl,
yeah, and new jobs,
new
just
jobs,
everything.
Yeah, no, for real.
I mean, this is a year, so.
Dude, this podcast has seen me.
Oh yeah,
Has seen me very broke.
We've been through like
Yeah.
a lot of stuff, and we still did like weekly episodes. It was
Very
kinda crazy
depressed, dude. I've never done anything like in my
Depressions.
life
for a year straight.
for a year straight.
Yeah,
Besides like jack off.
I've been doing that for about
I've been doing
like 25 years.
for a long time.
What like the one if you're in a motivational class and you're like, can any of you say that you've done anything for 5 years straight? And you're just like, raise your hand. Yeah, I've been jerking off about
That would crush.
20 years now.
That would crush. Oh, that would kill.
You guys like,
whatever.
oh, we got a smart guy in here.
The
Huh?
TED Talk. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you've always been a very like it's an ADHD symptom of like impulsive. I love this thing. It's the best. Like everything, put all my time into it, and it's like I don't want.
Then nothing.
Yeah, I'm like, sort of.
No, you're not like that at all.
I am with like when I get into something, I put everything
if
into
I
it.
drag you into something,
No,
you
I
put
stay
your
into
everything
it.
into it, and then you stay into it. But I'm like, things like Apex Legends.
Gabe
like,
got me back into Apex, and I played that like
so hard, and he was
so
so
much.
high. And then he was still playing whenever I was like, when Apex didn't even cross my mind for some days.
yeah. But I eventually stopped playing, but I'm way longer into it. And even with Overwatch, I was into that like for last year.
I miss Overwatch, but I can't wait till this 2K phase is over.
That actually was boggling me earlier. I was like, you get a PS5.
I actually love it.
Out of all the,
I did play all the other games though, and then I was like,
but you're kind of playing 2K though.
but no. Then I settled on 2K because of how fun it is.
But just all the amazing games. And it's
Yeah,
like,
stuck on 2K.
NBA 2K though. It's kind of just
I can play it
Something
on my
else.
Switch, bro.
the 20th edition into 2K is just really
23rd.
Gotten me
I'm
going.
lit for the 24th.
fully of.
I just love the dopamine that you get from the microtransactions and that shit.
Oh, you're putting money on that?
Oh, not really. Maybe like 100.
You are the money guy.
$150. I'll put it in there. That's not bad though.
It's kind of been like 2 weeks.
$75 a week is not bad on something that you do a good bit of the time.
But it's something that you
the
don't
world
have
is
to.
pay to win, okay? So don't come at me here. Dude, no. Actually got so today I was playing online and there's old heads who get on 2K and play. It's like this dude sounded for some reason, bro, he sounded mid-30s, right? So we're online. I pass him the ball. It's a dime. He's wide open, right? And then he hesitates, and then the defender closes out on him, and I hear him turn on his mic, and he's like, man, it took you forever to get me that ball. And then something in me, I just saw red. And I was like, oh, you love biting the hand that feeds you, huh? And then he was like, whoa. He was like, chill out. And I was like, yeah, that's why you're 33 years old on 2K, because you bit too many hands that fed you. Oh my God. And then guess
He's like,
what?
damn, how do you know that?
Guess what, bro?
He's 40.
I got kicked.
Oh, you got kicked?
From the party.
Oh, it's a party?
Yeah, no, I got kicked from the online. And I couldn't play for an hour.
Oh, it just AI detected you that you were
I
talking
guess
trash?
so. I guess so.
That's lame.
Yeah. Good for me though. I needed that hour. Needed that hour to reset.
Yeah. Because you were about to.
I was about to maul
money. Yeah. Well, you said like you were playing Marvel Strike Force and then you dropped like 100 on.
I don't want to talk about Marvel Strike Force, bro. That was. Whenever I'm in a dark place in my life, I cling to phone games, so I don't have to sit up. I don't even have to sit up out of my bed.
Yeah, you don't
to play the game.
Play it on the toilet
in a ball, curled up
in your own sorrow. I actually, before I knew what money was, and I was about 11 with an iPod Touch, I actually spent quite a few pennies on Madden
music. Oh, on Madden. No,
there's like shitty one on the App Store. And
what,
my
for
dad,
like alternate jerseys?
Just like card packs.
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah.
And my dad came in and he was just like, what is this? Like, not actually, like, but he was probably the maddest I've ever seen my dad.
What? Well, dude, microtransactions back in the day, like I would buy a 99-cent song.
Yeah.
And my mom would freak.
Yeah. I remember I had to tell ask my parents, like, can I get this song? And it's just like the Cantina Band song from Star Wars. I bought that.
It's 99 cents. And they're like,
yeah, it's like $1.29. And nowadays we'll just drop $40 on Fortnite skins.
Something random hits your account for $40. And you're like, yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that is, but
they needed it.
Probably need that.
They needed it.
So, what do you say we go back down
memory lane?
Memory lane.
I'm down for memory lane. Bro. I'm already on memory lane.
Yeah.
I was looking at it and I noticed that our first video, it's at 95K, and it's the first video that really took off, and it was your
the Spider-Man
mask.
Yeah.
This was so good.
That was funny.
I have a hunch of what's
so underrated.
If I had to guess, he's putting on his extremely realistic
the way you
Tobey
knew
Maguire
exactly
Spider-Man mask. Yeah, right. And if I'm lucky, he's wearing the gloves too.
So the reason why Spider-Man 2
just cut into the mask.
Immediately cut into explaining what it was.
And the best, in my opinion, is because it portrays.
No, that was so good.
Yeah.
And that wasn't scripted at all.
No, yeah. Well,
It was nice.
Brought that plan to do that, but I didn't tell you I was going to do that.
I knew that you had it in your repertoire, and I knew the topic was Spider-Man. So.
Yeah. So, and now I got a whole Spider-Man wall dedicated.
Oh, this guy. You bought this. You bought the new Spider-Man dunks.
I got the
Jordan 1s.
The Jordans, the mask, the comics, the poster, and I just got the Daily Bugle newspaper.
This piece of shit, actually, let me tell y'all.
Okay.
This piece of shit gets on my PS5, and he knows. He knows for a fact.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
He
that.
knows.
Sorry, I didn't know.
He knows that I use the Spider-Man game as almost therapy, and I don't play the missions. And I swing around the city, and I don't have to play the missions. The missions suck.
No.
I swing around the city multiple times. I'll swing around the city for hours, bro. Just Jing, 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 right? This sucker starts a mission.
This hitter
Starts a mission, and I get on, and I'm pissed at the moment.
I tried to leave it. I did try to leave it.
I'm pissed at the moment, and I get on, and I have to face like 40 enemies.
It's actually one of the longest missions of all time.
I'm not doing it. So I'm going to have to start a new game.
No, you should.
I'm going to start a new game. I'm not playing that mission.
It's just
I
stealth
already
mission.
came to terms that I'm not doing any of the combat. I'm just swinging, man.
Oh, you're the guy who said, "Oh, the web swing just isn't really that satisfying to me."
Okay. I tried it out, and now I'm admitting what?
Yeah, but you
That
can't
I'm
just,
wrong.
Yeah, but you can't just assume.
And then what did you do? You took it a step further and forced me to
Well,
do
I
something.
actually just
You
flew-
took me out of my comfort zone that I already didn't know was my comfort zone.
Well,
And now you're forcing me into something that I know I don't like.
well, I just was swinging, and then it just like it did one of those things where you swing too close to the mission, and then it fades
then
to
it
black,
starts.
and then you're just in there.
I knew.
So I didn't actually know that was gonna happen.
But guess what?
If anything, it's your fault.
But guess what? He didn't tell me this. So whenever I got on,
I just left it there. I was like, "This is."
I knew that you were immediately like, oh no.
yeah,
And then just turned it off.
no one needs to know about
No
it.
one needs to know about it until it's time to deal with it.
Yeah,
But it's fine. I just will never open that game again.
it's a good game. Yeah, but you can't just go around saying, "No, I still stand by that game sucks."
Fuck
That was
Yeah, because I'm a guy who stands by his word, and a lot of guys out there need to hear that. And not only do they need to hear it, but they need to put pen to the paper in their lives and stand by their word. Because the only thing we have as a man is our word.
is our word.
Clap.
I'm hitting the wrong one. That's what
We
I'm-
need to label these buttons, man.
Well, it has the label on there, but I thought I knew it
Oh.
better than I did.
Yeah.
I guess I don't. I
I
don't
guess
really
I'm a
have a
sham.
the one thing I'm supposed to know what to do, and I don't even know. Fuck.
Dude.
Well, I think my immediate, I think the Rotel story is like the best.
Oh my God.
That was our first viral video too.
That was like the first one above like 500K.
Yeah, I got like 700.
Yeah.
That was it took a month of getting like 100 views to
Yeah.
get that video.
The beginning we were struggling. I remember
Oh, yeah,
being
it's tough.
out at dinner with my friends in Woodstock, and David texted me and he was like, "Oh, dude, one of our clips just got 2,000 views," and I got so lit. I was like, "No way!"
Yeah.
We had like 20 followers.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
But I was so lit, dude, because that shit was like, okay, yeah, like it was the first feeling. Like I got more excited about that 2,000 views than I get excited about 1,000,000 views today.
Yeah, yeah. That first like
That first little
Success.
pop of like 100K is like, oh,
yeah.
that dopamine's really unmatched, especially whenever it's on your account and you see it going up.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's just, ugh, God, but it's made to do that to
Oh yeah, 'cause
get us
then
to
you
suck
stay
in.
on.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, this account hasn't gotten a views in a while. Just go ahead and feed them some dopamine.
Yep.
So then they'll want to
So
post
then they'll
more.
they'll keep in. That's just so gross, dude.
yeah, I
But
think-
one thing about this year has made me hate. I absolutely despise social media. I just get on there to DM
Yeah, it's-
now.
it's
I
really-
it's just a texting thing for me now,
Yeah,
and a
it's
lusting
really
app.
rough. A Lust app.
It's just lust app.
Lust app. That's just every app.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think for people who are posting stuff on social media, like I think you do just have to. I mean, it happened for us fast. I can't just say that we grinded forever because
No.
it was a pretty quick. But because I already kind of had knowledge, I was already posting clips for other podcasts, so it was like
Yeah,
I kind of
no,
already knew like the.
It worked pretty well.
So, but I mean, you do just have to keep. Eventually, I mean, you should change things. Like you shouldn't just post the same kind of content for a year and expect it to work.
Absolutely
But
not.
you do have to change it up. But I mean,
But that goes.
Anyone
with,
can
that goes with anything in any aspect of life, though.
yeah, you have to just keep doing it.
Like if you're starting a business, like if nobody wants blue doorknobs,
Yeah,
make
like,
a
why
red
do you-
one.
Yeah,
You know,
Exactly.
see how that one goes.
or make it, or reinvent the knob itself.
Dude, why are there no knobs that are made out of
Why
like,
is the knob industry? Like
why is the
really
knob
stale right
why
now?
aren't there comfortable knobs? Like There should be like a stress ball knob or like a ball sack
Squish
knob. Squish knob. Hey, Silver.
Squishknob.com.
Squish knob.
Why did that sound so good?
That sounds really good.
Please nobody steal that. It's actually
It's
patent.
made for like elderly people who like
Their hands are sore and
their hands are
feeble.
so apprentice filled.
Yeah, that was Rotel story for sure. Like my dad actually calls you Rotel.
He calls me Rotel.
He's like, "Are you going to Rotel's later?"
No, he does not.
Yeah, he does. Like to this day, he still calls you
I
that.
love that. I
think
that.
it's just a really good story.
It's such a good story and joke.
Yeah. And that was what, episode like 4 or 6? One of those two.
I want to do stand up just to go out and say that.
Yeah. That would be
And
the
just
crush
see if
stand
that
up
would,
joke.
yeah, just see how far that joke could take.
You could
me.
exaggerate it and
Oh yeah,
create the scene.
I could actually get Rotel.
Yeah.
No,
You bring
R.I.P.
out
Rotel. He's dead.
he's actually
Rotel
dead at 53.
Fuck.
So I wrote that down. I actually love basically the whole Austin story from last year of just like the
My
public
God.
transit and
Yeah.
everything. Or just us saving $20 for an Uber to take public transit, and then we're stuck
it
in
was
Austin
the worst decision of our lives.
for 2 hours,
dude.
and we're
Fuck.
stuck sitting next to homeless.
From the airport to our hotel, and I like tried to explain to the bus driver that we needed to be taken to the hotel, but
They were
really,
like, oh yeah.
oh yeah, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. We get dropped off in the middle of Texas heat,
Top 5
a
hottest.
mile away from the hotel.
Oh yeah.
We had to walk with our luggage in
We're just like
blistering heat. Yeah.
on roller luggage, just walking through downtown Austin.
It's fucking
We
idiotic.
get approached by homeless people like every time.
Oh, dude, those
And-
homeless people.
They're ruthless.
No, and I would be too. I would be too because, dude, those guys out there, they're enduring. Bro, I swear we walked past a corpse.
Oh yeah, at least once.
Dude, because it is too hot out there to be homeless.
Yeah, and then we get a debacle with the homeless lady on
Oh.
the bus, like shitting and pissing. in
That
the
lady
seat.
was calling herself a queen and royalty. And she was fully dressed like a snowman and pooping and peeing in a bag. And fuck.
All of that just to save $20.
Just to
in
save
there.
$20, dude. I'll never get
Yeah.
on public transit. Dude, I get nightmares of the MARTA.
Yeah,
now.
Marta is rough.
Have you ever been on?
I've seen it. I've never been on it. I've never
I've heard of a guy.
built up the bravery.
I was told of a guy who he used to ride the MARTA and like romanticize himself being poor and like
Really?
in the city.
That's
yeah,
gross.
he
And
would
then
like,
he just goes.
he
to
would
his-
like bring a book on the MARTA. Just like
That's bad. That's
so
just
cringe.
the most privileged thing to ever do.
It's to ride the MARTA by choice.
If you know the MARTA is Atlanta's
It's
failed
Atlanta's subway system.
subways. Yeah, that's just not.
Fuck.
I don't know. Yeah, and it's really actually built on racism but that's just me being woke.
Well, it
No, but
doesn't
they're-
go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere that white people live.
Exactly. So they've wanted to stay that way too.
Oh, yeah,
they've
no.
said that.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, we just don't want certain people.
Yeah, to come up over here.
They're just like, say that you don't
Just
want
say that-
minorities
yeah.
in your city. So yeah, and then we met Bobby Lee on
in
that
his
trip
political
too.
era.
In that same episode,
Oh yeah, we did
Bobby
meet Bobby
Lee.
Lee.
It was just a jam packed. So I think if you were to go back, if you haven't watched episode 2, that's definitely one to watch. I think
Yeah, we were
it's an early one.
traveling all over the world, being superstars. Not really, no one knew us. But
Not at all.
um,
Not until
also
after.
David got into a very awkward conversation with Bobby Lee's friend, who was also a comedian.
Yeah.
And it was a very ground ball question
Oh, it was a
for David
very soft pitch
because
like,
David
home
was
run.
wearing a Braves hat and a Freddie Freeman jersey.
No, it was just a Braves jersey, but
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
it didn't
I
have a
should
back
know
on it.
what Freddie Freeman's doing.
He was like, no, it was that big thing with Freddie Freeman because he was getting traded.
I didn't know.
And David didn't know that, and the guy was like, sucks what happened to Freddie, and David was like,
I thought you were talking about Freddie Mercury.
he's like, what?
I was still shocked from meeting.
That's Bobby Lee.
I don't know.
Why are
I
we
just know
talking about
Bobby Lee.
Freddie Freeman?
Yeah, who's Freddy? Oh, Five Nights? Yeah, that game, I love that game.
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Nice meeting you.
And you're the dickhead because you have the full merch on. You had the hat. You had the hat and the jersey, bro.
Why are you gonna ask about Freddy? Everybody know, like, not everybody. People wear sports merch just to wear it. Like,
okay, but
common.
he was just trying to make small talk, man. And
I know.
Oh no.
But he should have made big talk.
Oh,
I wasn't trying to talk.
I don't think we had any business doing big talk with Bobby Lee's
We
team.
were talking minuscule over there.
Bro. Even today or in 2 years, bro, we're worth crumb talk to them, bro. I promise. So we better work on the ground ball fielding.
What if he said that and he was like, "Oh, that's crazy. What is going on with Freddy?" And I just walk up to him and like caress his face and I'm like, "Think big." And then I just like smack his cheeks and walk away. Think bigger. Shit. And then I snap and everyone takes my luggage and I walk away.
And Bobby Lee just turns into a bellboy and he has a little hat and he's like, "Where's your room, sir?"
Another thing, I think the entire episode 11 is one of my favorite episodes. That was with Jordan right here in the sign.
The only person who signed this.
I think that's just
Good on her.
Every minute is worth just consuming.
Yeah, I think episode 11 was fire.
In terms of volume, that's like the thickest volume.
Yeah, she was really good. People still today tell me that was
Probably
their
bring
favorite
Jordan.
episode.
Yeah, it's more inclined, you get the representation.
Of a woman.
Yeah, more diversity. So, what
And the chemistry.
And I think we had a good story talking about like the 2000s joke. I think that's like a funny moment that I like.
2000s joke?
Like saying the joke in class and walking out with the
Oh,
Park
yeah.
playing
Yes.
And then
That
just
was a
like
really
Jordan's
funny one.
story of getting canceled on Twitter. And
Oh, yeah.
that's
That was
just a good episode of
I loved the I have to love the Arby's. Our first fast food draft.
I don't know. That was on my list too.
Because that was the best, like, I still think that's like one of our best TikToks. Like,
Yeah.
just me saying Arby's and you getting up and storming out. It's just so funny. And then whenever
'Cause
the
nobody's
lights
done-
turn off,
yeah.
it's the Long John Silver's. Perfect.
In the darkness, sitting. What's number 2 song?
He chose Arby's?
Yeah, because I think we did talk about that. Did we talk about how the Barstool Pod, like...
Oh,
did
a
we
new
ever
untold
address that?
story.
Yeah.
Anus podcast. Yeah, no, I don't think we addressed it because those guys are suckers.
I
But
really don't.
they
there's
just
like-
hated on us for going viral. And
Yeah,
let's
were
check
talking
up on
about-
them, actually.
They haven't grown.
Oh,
It's really nothing.
they haven't moved out of Barstool's linen closet?
with the with the boost that you should have just from being on Barstool. It's really
That's really sad,
it's just
guys.
two unepic guys. It's really what
No,
it is.
that's what it is.
No, but there was a clip where basically they were just like, I was watching this podcast and it was just like two guys saying like, "Oh, like, you picked what? He picked Arby's," like just mocking. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh man, guys.
but yeah,
fuck.
it was just like we didn't respond or anything, but
Let's do a little bit
First
better
hater.
here, guys.
they have like
Ugh.
they're trying to make a comedy network at Barstool, and it's so not.
I hate
Comedy.
Barstool so much.
They're trying to do like a Friday Beers thing. If you know Friday Beers, they're like funny,
Yeah.
actual funny people, like sketches, and they're trying to do that on their.
But they're just trying to throw money at it, and they're trying to get every like
They have like
White
four,
guy
they have
with
like
a beard
five
who
guys that are
looks-
supposed to be their comedy guys, and it's
they're not funny.
well the one guy with the long hair is funny who does the interviews.
Oh, Caleb Presley?
yeah.
Yeah, he's
like him.
fire. But he's
But
really
he's
not even
in that. Same
No,
world.
he's not, and he knows better than to
Yeah.
get into that shit with them. Oh God. I bet he
Yeah,
has his own hallway that he walks down in that fucking building.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, if Barstool's listening, fuck yourself.
Honest.
What?
Another, I think, episode 11 like definitely up there, and probably right alongside that is episode 30 is one of my favorite episodes.
What was
That's the
episode
episode
30?
where that was there's the moment where you you're talking about you're not going to thank somebody if they make you a pre-made meal, and then
Really?
And
that
then
was episode 30?
That was December. And then I was like,
Nice.
well, the assemble the shelf.
It was
moment.
22 weeks ago?
I guess
There's
so.
no way.
That was
I feel
like
like that
almost
was
6
here.
months ago. No, that was a year old.
Wow.
Yeah. And then,
Yeah, my mom still talks about that.
yeah, really?
Yeah. I loved the one of my favorite things to do was the interviewing at the anime convention.
Oh, yeah.
That was fire as fuck.
Yeah, just that.
All
event
those
was
different
fun.
types of people that were in that video were just so hilarious in their
Yeah,
own
yeah. That
way, either
was a
at them
fun-
or with them.
And that was our biggest clip on YouTube at the time. Not anymore, but
Yeah.
the meme. That is another funny moment I think that I will always remember. Is
Oh, the Cheeto?
You being wrong about creating the Cheeto meme.
Fuck. That was good.
I remember when we had like a really rough weekend, and we
Oh,
found
we had-
out the end of that weekend like that happened, and we had to like, apologize.
And we had
for
to
that.
go into apology mode, and it was raining.
We're getting
really
attacked by
hard.
the alumni of Michigan State, like
And
that they created it.
Yeah, and we also ran into problems with people who lived in Tennessee.
Oh,
as
yeah,
well. We were getting frontally attacked, and like
Oh yeah,
so like we were in
getting
Tennessee,
attacked like
and we were
virtually and physically.
in our immediate surroundings, we were getting attacked by people who lived in Tennessee for things that I had said
Yeah.
concerning my family on the podcast, and it's my
Yes.
family up there. And
So are we gonna tell this story?
I mean,
Might as well.
yeah,
It's
I
really
don't
a legendary
see-
story.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't talk about
We
this.
can.
Okay. So, oh wow, I was
mean-
not prepped for this.
We don't have to. We don't have to tell the whole thing.
But I mean, I can just give. I mean, they've waited long enough.
Some people. Probably.
Some people have probably wanted to hear this.
Yeah.
So basically, the clip that we made a clip a long time ago, concerning my dad,
Your biological.
my
father.
biological dad.
Yeah.
And it was me explaining how he got sent to prison.
Right.
And that's all the clip was.
Yeah. It was just like
Um,
poking fun at it, I guess, being like, oh, like, let me see what, like, basically, like, oh, like, what's my father up to? And then find out he's in prison. Like, it's supposed
my
to just be
dad.
like this
me
would
and my
happen to
dad
me.
hadn't spoken in a very long time.
yeah. So we thought it was just in, you know.
I mean, I just found out from a neighbor that he was, going to prison. So we just
Yeah.
talked about it. And 2 weeks into his sentence, unfortunately, he passed away.
Yeah. Which obviously the clip in
The clip
hindsight of
was
that is very
posted
bad.
way before.
Oh, yeah. Like a long, yeah.
At least 2 months, at least a
It
month
was
and a
months,
half
Yeah. Yeah.
before he passed away.
Yeah.
So that clip made its way around Tennessee, which is where my dad lived. And
It's a small, we won't say the name of the city, but it was just like a small town in
it's a small town in Tennessee.
Yeah,
So,
very small, like, population. And
yeah. But basically, from my side of it, my mom called me whenever I was out with my friends. This is on New Year's. And she told me that my dad had died.
yeah.
And I called my close family member who I thought, my mom told me that he had died like 5 days late before this. And I was like, why haven't I heard?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I remember that too.
why did I? And I think my mom found out because it was a news article. Like the news,
Yeah.
the press had found out before even I did.
Before you did. Yeah.
So I called a family member that I thought was their responsibility to tell me. A much older family member. But they were like, their response was, I said, okay, so they answered the phone and I was like, yo, like, what's up? Like, something you want to tell me?
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah. So I guess you found out. And I was like, yeah, I did. And they were like, yeah, so I was going to call you and tell you, but I think that clip that you made of him about him going to prison was just really corny and honestly pretty disrespectful.
Well, we didn't know that.
And I was like, my first response was, well, I didn't know that he was going to die.
I mean, no,
if I'm being
obviously,
fair.
like, it wasn't that bad. And
also, I will stand on the fact that the clip is not disrespectful. It is simply,
I guess, yeah, if you're related. Like,
okay.
But it's you also are, so it's kind of like you can joke about something that happened to you.
Definitely. And also, the things that my family from up there do not know about the physical and mental abuse that guy had given me.
So that's kind of why we felt.
And I felt entitled that I could speak on it without getting any flack from y'all. If y'all are listening, I highly doubt that they would listen. But he has, if any of them are listening, y'all can reach out to me and I can give you a rundown of the things that happened that you guys were not told of. So whatever. I'm like, when's the funeral?
Yeah.
And it's like a week later. So me and David go up there and
not knowing the battlefield, we were unarmed.
We were unarmed fully, off rip, bro. We walk in and we get death stares.
Yeah, we didn't know.
And it was at a funeral house. And no, yeah, I did not know how angry these people were at me.
Yeah. Like a small, but like this is a small town. Imagine you just think of a small town that you know. Imagine probably the most famous person in that city gets a clip made that goes like not viral, but gets views.
It's like
that's like
200,000 views.
That's like the biggest thing to happen in your city.
Oh,
you know,
it's a city.
So everybody knew who we
Imagine
were.
Your city has like 5,000 people in it. And
it was less.
Okay, you got less than 5,000 people in it. And
they all know.
They all love this person, which granted, I love that y'all loved him, whatever. But this clip is by far the biggest thing that has come out of your city.
Just that whole event in general, yeah, but just us.
But this clip
too, like,
I mean, it's gotten like, it gets 100 times the amount of people that live in your city have seen it. So, I mean, of course, I would be a little bit of upset too if I didn't know any of the context whatsoever. And also, a lot of people didn't know that he even had a son. You know?
Yeah.
So this isn't news. Just somebody big from your city that they all love, and a video comes up of it, about them that doesn't go with your narrative of how you know them.
Right.
Whatever.
And then they come, and then they're there.
And then those guys are magically there
At the funeral.
at the funeral.
Yeah. But we were trying to show respect.
I was
we weren't there
doing
for bad
nothing.
intentions.
No, absolutely not. And I have no bad intentions or bad feelings against these people either, because unfortunately, like, as opposed to y'all's belief, y'all don't know any better. And I hate to be 25 years old and telling y'all that, but so
Whose lobe is lobed.
I mean, my hand didn't get shaken by some people. I got completely avoided. Yeah. It felt very we stood out very hard.
Yeah, we're the only people our age.
Yeah, we were the only people our age, and like
mostly.
We didn't, like, I didn't get invited to, like, apparently there's like an after party like after like funerals where like the whole family in church gets together and like eat and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, where's that at? And they were like, oh, like, yeah, I don't just to not ruffle anyone's feathers. Like maybe you shouldn't go. And there's people who are there who aren't even related to this motherfucker.
Yeah,
So it's like, I was just like, okay. I mean, like, I do not mind. Like, if y'all need someone to be mad at, like, let it be me. But it's, I'm very much on the same page as y'all, or I was on the same team, and it was kind of friendly fire.
Well, I got attacked too.
Now, what I won't stand for, now what I will not stand for one bit.
I've never had anything like that happen to me.
The confrontation and straight up disrespect to David. And
I'm just trying to show support for Gabe. Like,
and I felt so helpless. He was doing nothing but going and consoling his best friend whose dad just died. Okay.
Yeah.
He was doing nothing. Like, and also in the video, he didn't even say anything. I don't know why they're mad at you.
Yeah, I don't
like
know.
they were
Really,
really mad at David.
Yeah, like I've never had anyone look at
look
me
you in your eyes
and
tell
me that they don't like me. Like they said, I'm not gonna say just the person that
David
called
is
Gabe.
the sweetest person that your town has ever seen and that our town has ever seen. And that was truly not. I understand that y'all were angry, but do not, like, I don't understand what the hostility was to him, and neither does he.
He was just looking at me saying,
it was just
personally,
not.
I do not like you. And like I thought like you're very disrespectful or corny or whatever.
Yeah,
and,
it
like,
said
I
that
just
you're a
was like,
cornball.
and I don't want you anywhere near this. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, you were just like,
Sorry.
fuck.
Never had anyone blow up on me like that I didn't even know.
They thought they snapped on that, though.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And I just afterwards, just like, we're still in the same house. So it's just like,
Yeah, no, it was just kind of like awkward looks around, and
yeah.
and like even like one of the people there that was like kind of like rocking with me a little bit and like saw my side was like, whoa. It's like I didn't expect that.
Yeah. But we still went, so
we went to like the family version, and then
like small, close knowing people.
yeah,
And then David.
and David. But the next day was gonna be
Like large.
the big public one where like everyone, literally everyone
The
who
entire
lived in
city.
the city was gonna be at.
Yeah. And we were going to go to that
And
until.
so we were staying in like a little hotel or whatever. Oh, Silver.
Don't do it.
She's looking.
Don't. Oh, there goes Luigi.
Okay.
Luigi's down. Can we get a low body count death here?
It's okay, Silver.
Oh, just Luigi's down. That's good.
So we're staying in like a little hotel, and me and him get hungry. It's like 11 o'clock at night. And we're like, bro,
Yeah, we got.
everything is closed.
We asked the front desk.
Yeah, we
They're
asked
like,
the front desk.
You got to go. To
Also,
this.
there were so many great people there.
Yeah.
There were so many nice people there that like,
Including the lady.
including
front
that
desk.
lady, yeah. And bless y'all's hearts. And she was like, yeah. So basically, there's this gas station that's about 15 miles down the road.
They didn't say it was a gas station. They said it was like a sandwich.
They said it was a
kinda
deli.
but it was a gas station. But
It turned out to
food
be a
was
gas
pretty
station.
Good. I mean, it wasn't
The
bad.
food was fire,
Yeah.
honestly. That was a good burger.
Yeah.
So we're in there, and it's kind of popping. Like it's like,
It was it's in the middle of nowhere.
it is in the literal middle
It was
of
like-
nowhere.
We were 2 of 5 people in there.
Yeah. But basically, like, we order the food, but there's this, like, weird
This guy comes in.
obsession
Yeah.
with Mayfield
Oh, that too,
products.
yeah.
Okay?
There's probably some conspiracy there.
I think that there is. I think that they're putting some sort of juice in the Mayfield products.
There was
Because
a whole
out
section
of the
Mayfield.
5 people that came in there,
They all got
5
Mayfield.
people went to the Mayfield ice cream section and also the Mayfield milk section. and they purchased stuff and walked out.
Imagine going to a gas station and there's doors in your gas station. Like imagine 20 doors were all Mayfield.
Yeah, just
stuff
Mayfield stuff.
at a gas station.
Yeah.
Like that is
I don't
most places don't even have ice cream doors in their gas station. There's just a little crate.
I don't know. I don't know.
So that happened too.
But basically, guy comes in, opens up that Mayfield door like he has done probably 1,200 times.
Normal routine.
Just his normal nightly routine at 11 o'clock is eat some whole milk. Noticed us, and then like gave me a weird look.
Yeah.
While he was checking out.
This is a random guy.
And I looked at him, whatever. Just like, okay. And I see this, he leaves, and I see this like huge black cat run across the front of the door.
Which is kind of weird, like giving
Which is
black
actually
cats.
now that I think about that, that's a bad thing.
That's how we knew to get the fuck out.
So I go out there and I'm like, oh shit, like I want to see that shit. Like I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. I need to go look at this damn cat.
I gotta see this rat.
Yeah, I gotta see this rat. And I go out there and it's gone. Like it's nowhere to be seen. And then, but I hear like,
Yeah.
and this car pulls up. So like there's lanes out in front, right, of the gas station.
Yeah.
And he pulls up perpendicular, like blocking like 2.5 lanes of parking. And he's like, hey, are you
blank son? Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. What's up? And he was like, I'm just going to let you know that everyone in this city has seen that podcast clip.
Yeah. Like has seen that like
has seen
everyone's seen that
video.
And then drives off.
And then he slams his gas to the point where his tires are spinning in place and then zoom, like gets out of the and then drives out of the peels out of this gas station.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just stood there and thought for a second. I was like, ugh.
Everyone
has seen that? And
in
then
a weird,
knowing
ominous tone.
yeah,
too,
and then knowing in the morning,
including bad people have seen it. Basically.
Well, we're the bad people apparently.
I guess
but
that.
Knowing in the morning that I was gonna have to subject David to seeing 2,000 to maybe low 3,000 people,
and they all
that have all seen this.
Yeah.
So I just called my mom and I just told her what happened, and David was already like, all right, like we
gotta get out of here.
Go, man. Like I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this small town like cult like shit, bro. Like
it was so creepy.
And my mom was like, I was like, dude,
you didn't want to back down.
I was like,
I
have to go to that public thing.
No, but I was like,
David was like, no, you don't, man. And I was like, I'm a bitch if I don't go.
And I was like, best case scenario, we go in and out and nothing happens. Worst case scenario, we die. Like, obviously that's a stretch.
I still don't. I don't think that we would have died.
But that is
but
the best and the worst case don't really.
Best and worst case, no.
Because we already paid our respects.
No, like the best case scenario would not have even like what people would have been.
Best case,
like people would have stood up for us.
Everyone gives you all their money.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. So we just dipped.
We ran it this was like 1 a.m. too.
This was like 1 a.m. We just went back to the hotel
room
and I was like, yeah, we just got all our stuff. And we're like,
So we went to stop in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
And then that was so back to where we were talking originally. Like the morning after all this happened, we found out that Gabe was not the originator of the meme. Of the Cheeto meme.
Yeah. Okay. So then we get threatened. Defeated. We get threatened. I was already down and I was already like, okay, that was weird. Right.
Very
like that's something a 25-year-old like shouldn't really have to go through. I mean, it's very rare.
I mean,
that I'm sure. Strange that's outcome. A weird thing to have to go through is personal vendettas at someone's funeral.
So
I mean, and I didn't even have nothing to do with the death. Like, okay, like
No. Look into that, if anything.
let's look into that.
So,
But then David receives very threatening
multiple DMs.
DMs.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that serious, but it
No, it
definitely
wasn't that serious.
hurtful to know that, oh, wow, this
It was hurtful to know that
one of our biggest videos is just like not
it's just
accurate.
not. Yeah. So like
Well, we thought it was. It wasn't like
Yeah,
a
no.
lie.
So basically, yeah, like we just got a DM that said like, okay, yeah, you guys aren't the real inventors of the Cheeto and the door lock. And
It was so defeating.
we were still in Tennessee at the time.
Yeah.
And man, that just hurt.
Yeah. Just that whole
It
weekend
was like
just
I was already
L
down.
weekends.
I was just already down, and then we just got like kicked in the teeth. You
It
know?
was really bad.
But yeah, then we came back and something. I mean, I don't know. It got better from there.
Yeah, it was fine. It was
Yeah.
once we got back, it was fine. But
Once we got back and we were just like safe, chilling here. It was just like all right,
Society.
let's reset.
yeah. So after that happened, I kind of had to. So another year in review for us that we could do is tally in the communities that want to hurt us, or mostly you, but I'll take the hits too.
You as well.
So we got the car community. Wants
Does
Gabe,
not. Wants my head on a stake.
so you can no longer see Fast and Furious movies in any capacity. The entire city in Tennessee can't go there.
No.
What else? There's one other big one, right?
Yeah, no, there's a few.
I guess the
There was
space committee.
NASA does not really like me.
Oh yeah, and then the Michigan people. I guess you could. Not really.
We don't
there's
have enough
beef.
flies
There's no
on
beef.
there. No.
There's no beef.
There's
Oh, the Las Vegas.
Las Vegas does not like us. Me, pretty much. The
Well, there's one
underwater,
other
the
big
eel
one.
community.
Oh, the Yo community.
I
feel like there's a big one.
There is a big one that I'm missing, and I can't put my finger on it. Fuck.
I mean, you could throw in the anime community if you want. You could.
No, they don't fuck. They don't
No.
fuck with us.
No, it's fine.
There's a very large community of people that I get death threats about, but it was from a dark humor joke, I think. But
Yeah,
that was my
Paul
past.
Walker fans and
Yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah, so
Yeah, we've made some
we
waves.
survived a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of committees.
So smear campaigns.
All that whole story was just giving you. That's something we've wanted to talk about for a long time.
that happened like at the very beginning of this year, so it's been like 7 months.
Yeah.
You know,
So
I didn't expose anyone's name. I'm just gonna document what happened.
yeah. So, any other favorite moments from this?
Maybe on a lighter note.
Yeah. more from episode 30 that I like is a lot. It's just that episode is just there's so many funny scenarios in that. Like, definitely watch that episode if you haven't seen it and you want just like a, I don't know.
I love.
If you want to watch an old episode, watch episode 30, episode 11 for sure.
I love the episode where we were both sick.
Oh,
and
that was very early
cold,
too.
And I forgot which one it was. And it was like that was the one where we were like,
Is that when you were
like,
pissed
do we
about?
do it?
Oh, you were pissed about the restaurant that. That was
Oh,
hilarious.
I forgot about that
Oh,
restaurant.
that's what that restaurant was another one of our hit list people.
Oh yeah, they don't want us either. Yeah.
So we yelped this restaurant for giving us terrible bread.
food.
We got appetizers and it was terrible.
Oh, it was so
and
bad.
then we
There was, like-
yelped it on the episode.
Yeah, and we got David got like texts or
I
something.
got threats from this guy.
Yeah, that
saying
was
like, "Oh, we're gonna go
really-
to court for this. Like,
yeah,
this
it
is
was
slander."
really weird.
And we just said what.
And we showed what we had too. You know.
Yeah,
like,
but then you go through his whole Yelp, and he just does this to everybody.
Yeah,
Like, anyone who gives you a bad review, he just
threatens to take you to court.
yeah. So that was another one.
Yeah. The Christmas movie draft.
Oh yeah, that was a
like,
great, probably best clips.
I love the. You know what we need to do, bro? Did we ever make a clip about Did we ever make a clip about the very first scenario of the week where
Oh no.
that guy?
Yeah.
Where it would be like
If anyone knows what scenario of the weeks are,
yeah,
then
shout
you
out
are
scenario of the
definitely a
weeks.
real one.
scenario
was
of
a
the
good-
weeks are good.
We should bring that back.
We're gonna bring those back. It's just like whenever we
It's just a
think about
random
something
made
and-
up scenario.
yeah, where like you would have to live your life in this weird way. But what I don't remember the full details of it. It was like we raise a guy, we raise a kid off of in a vacuum, pretty much like in his
Yeah.
own house, and all he does is lift weights. And silver's back on the table. He lifts weights and he watches Fast and Furious and he plays GTA.
Yeah, and that's all he does for 18 years.
And then we
And then you
set
let him
into,
loose.
then we set him into society, and we see how it goes.
I should make a clip of
Yeah,
that. This
that's a
throwback
good one.
clip. Yeah, that was episode what?
It was like episode
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Yeah,
First 5 episodes.
that was a fire one. Fuck.
Yeah, another. I forgot what the episode was where we were talking about, like, this was around the Tennessee thing, and it was something that you asked in the car when we were there. Something about like if it was only you, if it was right now, 7 billion, everyone was just you, and you started from scratch, like. What would you be able to invent and or something? And just basically be like, well, we'd all just be like gay and die off and not be able to invent anything.
I didn't realize that we wouldn't be able to reproduce.
Yeah, so
there was no point in inventing anything.
Yeah.
So David was like, well, yeah, there really wouldn't be anything to do except for be gay and kiss each other.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like, I don't know how to invent Wi-Fi like from scratch. So it's just like, none of us will be able to do anything. So it was like a whole
none of my
funny-
variants would ever be able to create things out of thin air. So
And a
yeah, I
grass?
guess
How do I turn
I'm more
grass?
left side brain for sure, because my creativity, like I am creative, like whenever it comes to like certain
just funny
ideas
and
and conversations and yeah, some funny
Conversation.
things, but like that stems from logic. That stems from knowing logic and being able to be illogical.
Yeah,
You know?
just turning it on its head.
But yeah, no, me and my 7 billion brothers would be so toast. You know what we would do though? I've always wanted to try this, dude. But it would be 7 billion of us. We'd all huddle in the same place and we'd all jump at the same time and see what happened.
Yeah,
Dude, it would have to cause something. It would cause us to go into an ice age. All of us, bro. 7 billion,
age.
7 billion 300-pound me's. How many pounds is that?
somebody do the math on that.
No, that would seriously set. Dude, that might
I mean, get the math.
Say
How
the
much-
world-
What's
yeah.
your number? Just give us a range.
7
type
billion
in.
300 pounds.
7.
7 billion times
How do you?
300.
What even? How many zeros are in billion?
Look, that's a Google one.
gonna
That's a
Google that.
Google one, bro.
We're looking at 2,100 billion pounds.
Okay, imagine we're on the equator.
If you're all like crunched into one
Yeah, no,
spot,
we're all
like you're on one
not even
country.
a foot away from each other, bro.
How many?
We're in Africa.
You could fill up like a country for sure.
So yeah, 2 trillion pounds goes.
Into
Oh,
you just sink to
bro,
the equator.
I really think that either we'd sink that continent.
continent.
Yeah,
The entire
Africa.
you'd sink Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
So
know.
either that or it would be so much force that it would literally push the earth off of
You
its
push it further out of place.
push it out of its
Gravitational pull.
yeah, out of its track.
And then we'd be off
and then
out of
we'd
the
just
solar
be
system.
and then we'd be like we'd just be flying into
And
somewhere.
we'd slowly freeze as we get too
no,
far from the
no,
sun.
we wouldn't even slowly freeze. We'd freeze like immediately.
Yeah. So it's just.
And then
freeze.
and we're gone.
And then the Earth's over.
and we're all gay too.
Yeah. This
We're all
one
still
final
fucking.
kiss and you freeze. And then the other like alien planet catches us and they're like 5 times bigger than the Earth. So it's basically just a rock to them. And they're just like.
All these little
and you
gay
see,
ants.
like, oh, that's so weird. We should study this for the next quadrillion years.
Yeah.
It becomes their society of just like studying this.
We're gods to them.
You're just like, did you pray to the gay frozen gods today or no? They worship you.
Shit.
Yeah. So that's another outcome from that. Well, if anyone, seriously, thank you guys for.
Thank you guys so much,
whether
bro.
you've just come recently or you've been here a while. Definitely.
Or you haven't come yet.
You will come if you stay.
You will come.
So yeah, thank you sincerely. It's definitely been, I don't know. It's it's fun to just come up here. Like sometimes we won't even have much to say and then it'll just happen naturally.
Yeah.
It's a fun challenge to just have, try to make each other like laugh for every once a week. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
You guys have brought us
been good.
closer as friends than
Yeah.
ever before.
It gives us like, we have to talk to each other at
We
least
have
once.
to talk to each other.
It's
No
part of the
falling off.
contract. Yeah,
Yeah,
no
no.
falling off. So that's good.
But yeah, we love you guys and we love to, hopefully we can entertain you guys. Like,
Yeah.
don't
for-
ever take anything that we say serious unless I'm being serious.
Yeah. Unless I'm being serious.
Even
I'm being
then.
serious. Even then, yeah, not really. So
I'm probably going
it's
through an
not the
episode.
serious pod. So,
No.
and it wasn't never intended. We've talked about serious, not really.
We've talked about a handful of serious topics.
We've talked about things that should be serious, but
Yeah.
not.
But
But yeah, guys, thanks for a year. New episodes every Tuesday, and Discord links. If you want to ask us a question, I'll post an announcement. Ask us a question. We'll, whether it's your favorite moment or a question you want to know about us. Yeah, and make sure you rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and we'll see you guys next week.
to many more years.
Fuck.
And remember,
Mazel tov.
if you're not epic,
You're a
you're
skeptic.
skeptic.
Remember that.